Good afternoon. I hope everyone had a chance to review yesterday's mind-blowing video, and this is in preparation for tomorrow's videos, which are nothing but positive. And I really wanted to make sure to give my son Pierce Reese's, my boys are the love of my life, a present that he could understand his entire life. And that is, the house always wins, Dad loves you, Dad's very rarely wrong, and math does not lie. And the most important thing is the math just simply speaks for itself. And please understand, what I'm about to show you is strength and not being afraid, not winning or losing or making money. Pierce, this video is made for you to watch today on your birthday, turning 10 years old, as a gift. But the video will only get better from year to year if you watch it and love yourself and love your mom and dad. That's all you have to do, and I know that you're absolutely amazing. I know you also want a big family, and I promise you, Pierce, if you just give me a chance to watch this video, you'll have a really amazing birthday, because I know that you really want that catcher's mitt. And I also know that it costs approximately $400 or so. There's taxes and stuff like that, so probably around $420. So I have to do something, but I have to do it on a platform that has something called a code update that happens in the middle of the night. But I have to really make sure that I do it to honor you and not me. And in order to do that, I have to pretty much wake up in the middle of the night and do something. And I only have one chance to do it, and I gave myself half an hour, because please remember, what I'm doing is not something that I encourage anyone to do, especially based on the current world we live in, Pierce. Please remember that human beings that do this, if they're not doing it for either entertainment or someone like myself who's trying to prove a point or make the world a better place using that information, they're lying to the first themselves and then eventually the people around them that support this. Please understand that gambling is a very, very serious thing that can only be done to have entertainment. Anything outside of entertainment, like people who pretend, you ever heard of people that are professional gamblers? Mm-hmm. Those are professional losers. If you're not in the gaming industry, you are a loser. If who is trying to make money. There are thousands of human beings who are professional poker players. Those people are excluded from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who believe that they're professional gamblers at house games. The professional poker aspect of a house game is eliminated. And the apps that run the digital atmosphere, they really are made for little boys like you and Drake to think that they are okay. And maybe one day they will be okay if they're honest. And they're not honest. But in there's a game. It's called roulette. And what I have to show you is that your dad, Daniel, right here, loves you so much that what I'm going to show you is I'm going to start out with, they gave me a bonus for playing a while ago, and I used that bonus for a little bit, and hopefully I gave myself half an hour to do this. And I'm a little scared, I'm not going to lie to you, but please remember, the house always wins. And I'm doing this to show you that not only am I not afraid, I am also the world's #1 applied mathematician. So the world's #1 applied mathematician will tell you right away that there's about a 90%, 95% chance that I fail at what I try. But to Drake, who is just as important as you are on your birthday, I have to show him that I'm absolutely fearless on YouTube. That does not mean I am willing to do some wild stuff to hurt other people. Boys, there is a big difference between the YouTube and YouTube. And the YouTube is a third, whatever, form of calling it. And YouTube by itself can be really, really, really helpful to many, many different people. So for example, the first thing I'm going to tell you is gambling is one of the most addictive things in the entire world. If you find yourself in any form of out of control or spending beyond your means, you are not supposed to be gambling. Not to mention the fact that there's an age requirement, which is either 18 or 21, whichever one it is. There's a reason for it. I am a strict proponent of that. The only form of gambling that I think is excluded from that for children, which I believe is acceptable, is when kids play poker on a small scale for a very little amount of money. I believe that that is not only acceptable, that is socially responsible in order to teach children at a young age both the importance of applied mathematics as well as, more importantly, emotional etiquette that really dominates the world of professional poker. And when you talk about teaching children, boys, you got to remember one thing. This is all about Pierce. And Pierce's birthday requires me to give myself up to the world and really show that not only am I not afraid, I hope that both my discipline and my intelligence and what I'm about to show you speak for itself, and numbers don't lie. Correct?
That's what you say.
So I obviously don't have the ability to take, I'm given $200 something and I have to turn it into, but boys, one of my favorite numbers is 420. It's a really long story, but it has to do with my chess score. My official chess score, according to the United States Chess Federation, as I retired, is 1420. It's nothing very impressive or anything like that. I think I'm at 1783 on chess.com on my higher ratings. My lower ratings, I'm in the 1300s. On chess.com, my username is Perfect Pawn. It's a pretty good username, not bad, right? The reason why I say all this is because my goal when I was a kid, boys, I love Saved by the Bell, and Zach Morris, I believe, got a 1407, and I tried to get a 1420 many, many, many times. Well, 2 times. On the 3rd time, I had a little bit of, I didn't cheat, but let's just say that I thought the process through to guarantee the 1420 better, and I got the 1420, believe it or not. So the glove it costs about $420,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know why I do these things. I do these things because I love my son, and I got to go to bed early in order for this to actually happen. And all right, boys. The point of all of this is that please just give me a chance to watch the video. There's no reason why you can't watch a regular video about your father explaining to you that he loves you. All he wants to do is see you boys on Pierce's birthday, both of you, and hug you just for an hour. I don't need all day. Please, just let me see my boys for an hour. I don't care who's supervising me. I don't give a shit. I just want to be with my boys for an hour. I don't even need to be alone with them. I don't care. I'm not asking them any stupid questions. I just want to see how they are. I just want them to talk to me, I just want to hug them and feel their heartbeat. It's tomorrow. Please, just give me I guess you watch the video tomorrow, so it's today. I think I said today is my son's birthday. All right, hey, anyways, the point is, in reality, when this is filmed, it's tomorrow, but for you to watch this, it's today, okay? So today is my son's birthday, okay? But what I have to do tonight, it doesn't matter if I lose or win. It is not, I don't have a gambling addiction per se, but I am addicted to the concept of my children understanding that dad really loves them. And I don't think a human being can actually dictate whether or not they're addicted to something. Only a third party can. And I am more than willing to sort all of this out. As a matter of fact, boys, there's a lot of attorneys that would be happy to know that there's a gambling element in my life. One thing they won't really understand about all of this is that I've carefully documented and I am owed tens of millions of dollars in this process. So, but that has nothing to do with it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you swear?
I swear.
Okay. So when you talk about the why I did certain things, it was a very limited amount, and exponentially speaking, it is inconsequential. So I use a very small amount, and I was given this amount by the Caesars Group as a reward for something that I can't really explain. But what my goal is to do a magic trick, right? That's the best way.
Yeah,
If something really cool. All right.
Who doesn't want a magic trick on their birthday?
As Wesley Snipes said, always bet on black. And what was the second rule? Oh yeah, always two. And always two, I have no idea it'll work, but I think that the balls to be able to do something like this on one take in itself is really difficult. And I have a whole line of videos that I plan on filming to express the validity or lack thereof in the modern gaming process, but please give me a chance. You get it? Just please give me a chance. It's a game of chance. It's luck, guys. The house always wins. The secret is luck, perseverance, mathematics, and a lot of divine intervention, if you believe in that sort of stuff. Pierce, happy birthday. I love you very much. I hope Dad pulls this one off. You'll look like a superstar or a total goat. Always remember, the house always wins. What I'm doing right now is showing you an example of how what I tried to do is virtually impossible. So as you see, I started out with $200 and something, and I had to start at 4:08 in the morning to honor my son Pierce. But at the same time, I had to very carefully make sure that my goal was to make $420 so that I look really good for him and make himself look good and feel good and believe in his father through mathematics. So as you can see, I bet on the number 2 because I believe that if I won the $200 that I need, which is the delta or the difference, I would look really, really good, especially if I'm able to win in real time. And always remember, what you're seeing right now can be 100% confirmed by the other side, which is the Caesars Gaming Group. And as you can see, what I'm able to do is see that, first off, the reason why I started at 408, and as you can see it's a little bit after that, 14, is because I wanted to see that the numbers on top are valid. So once I confirm that, as you can see, the number 3 won. So what I like to do is I like to pepper the number 2 with other numbers, other values around there, because I find that sometimes I'm close to 2, but I don't hit 2 exactly, and I have fat thumbs, so as you can see, I just decided to go with black, because, you know, you always want to bet on black. And the goal sometimes when you're playing a game of chance, that always the odds of the house increase the longer you play, is set time limits. Setting time limits is one of the most important things in gambling, and knowing your limits, because the payout is 30-1, but the chances of winning are 38-1. And the reason why is because that 8% guarantees that the house always wins. See, then right there, I lost. As you can see, my balance is going down, and I'm not able to get a grip on my losses. So what I do is I minimize my play to only $4, and that allows me to look at the numbers and still play and be in the game. Even if I wanted to play $0, I would be able to watch the game being played. All of this is done assuming that what they are doing is 100% honest. And this is the only true game of chance in the casino. The casino wins very honestly because they pay you at 8 less than what they're supposed to, which ironically enough, let's see if I won, and it landed on a 20, so I won $4. So I put only $2 on black, just $2, nothing more, always 2. And right here I put, I believe it's $4, and I have 11 seconds left, and right here my heart rate goes up. And the average gambler does not understand that it is designed, that giant clock is designed for you to think, wait, I have, $100 and something left. I'm able to sustain myself and really go in the game. But me, what I need to do is pick up a pattern. And if I'm not able to pick up a pattern, then what I want to do is either leave the game, but I gave myself half an hour, and it's the middle of the night, and tomorrow is my son's birthday, so I have to look good. So, look at that, $8. I really needed that. And please remember, this is purely for entertainment purposes. This is not how I make a living, and I do not encourage anyone under the age of 21 to ever do this, nor do I encourage anyone to ever gamble more than 5% of their excess net worth allowable expandable income. No more than 5% if you want to go. Anything more than that, you're really going into a dangerous territory. So let's take a look. The lightning numbers, which I'll describe to you in a different video because this does not concern Pierce. But Pierce, as you can see, all right, black again. So I'm able to be in the game by not losing. The way I'm able to not lose is that I'm betting on black when it's been a string of red. Now that means nothing, Pierce. Eventually you'll read a book called The Black Swan and you'll understand why you can have 10 million red numbers in a row and it does not mean that the next number is for any reason black. Now I'm getting angry because my balance is very low. I'm going to look like a clown on YouTube and I took a picture of it. All right, this is the cut segment. I hope I don't have to get here. If I get here, that means that I'm not doing really, really well, which means that I need to go into the data sets. If you looked at the last part of it, I am going into the data sets, which means that my brain has to analyze the last 500 outs. It is a little difficult to describe, and I pray to God I do well. Please give me a chance, and please understand that I already prepped my last line. It'll be really close to the camera like this. And I'm going to say only one sentence that is a homage to an incredible documentary that's currently on Netflix that's about chess. And please understand one thing. And that one thing is, now a lot of you might not understand that I needed to take a break to look at the data. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't change anything. It is just a data set. This is my favorite number, and I wasn't able to gamble it. So the house knows that I've been playing 31 leading up to this. And I took a picture of it to show you that the average gambler will say, oh my God, this is not fair. And it isn't, because it shows that the second that I didn't play, my number hit. Now, as you can see, I'm peppering a data set of 2, 4, 6, and a combination of 10 and 11, because the red is continuously downloading. This doesn't mean anything. This does not mean that it is going to go, and as you can see, there's something that's called the lightning multiplier, and that'll go into an increase on a few different elements and a decrease. And as you can see, it was 1 away from 2 and it's 5. And I didn't pepper the set. Now let's take a look at what happens. As you can see, the balance is very low and the probabilities of me winning are less than 1%, especially the amount that I want to win. And remember, I've given myself a time limit, realistically based on how late in the middle of the night it is, / it's almost time to start work. And it is already Pierce's birthday right now. So in honor of his birthday, I really can't express how much I love him and how little this matters to me, but as you can see, all I want to do is hit the number 2, and I am peppering around 2. So the 00, it's all math. This is all applied mathematics. And as you can see, I not only didn't hit the 2, I hit a number lower. And as the balance continues to decrease, I continue to get more and more nervous about my ability to actually do what I need to do. And as you can see, no matter what I'm able to do, it's almost impossible to turn it around. And my consistency stems from the fact that if you're going to be gambling, you're going to have to need a reason for why you're making your decisions. Whether it's luck, superstition, or odds, or sometimes randomness is enjoyable for people who are of great intellect. So here, I'm playing the number 2. I have to win the number 2, but timing is everything. If I spend everything I have, I won't be able to win. So here, I'm able to win a little bit because I'm able to pepper the number 2, and I'm able to hit the 0. So this 36 is Spassky Fisher's 17 Pierce. It is my favorite game of all time of any sporting event. It is a chess match played, I believe, in 1971. And as you can see, 9 seconds left. I am not steering away. Conventional wisdom will say, get away from the 2. It's so close, and you're losing. But persistence, perseverance, gut, feeling. That's the only thing you have in a game where you are not able to win the longer you play. So I cut that time that I'm playing in half an hour, so I have to complete what I have to complete in half an hour. There's something called the multiplier, which I'll discuss on an episode. And please, this really is important for my credibility as a human being. I didn't get the 2, but because I sprayed and peppered it, I got something. And I got another $36. So we have Fisher's Basket 17, 36 2x. That's 72.
Both my lucky winners.
But I'm gambling $8 to $12. So you have to subtract that. So the increase is still minimal. And I'm still less than what I started. The time running out. And as time is running out, I realize that it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. And realistically speaking, as time passes, it is far less realistic for this to hit. And there's nothing I can do about it. Because the point of all of this is that I am not just brave. I'm brave enough to lose. I'm brave enough to lose while all conventional wisdom says that there's no way this guy who claims to be the world's #1 applied mathematician would ever post a video where he loses. But the truth is, fearlessness does not mean winning. But also, just because I lost doesn't mean I'm a loser. And it's very, very important for my boys to understand that you can't lose in love. I can't be a loser in something as positive and as remarkable as a real friendship between a father and their son and his sons.
All right, looking like we got 150 times on the
18. And as you can see,
the numbers.
I am slowly but surely losing everything I have. And then, whoops, I believe this might be something positive, another 36. And these little 36s are all because my pattern recognition shows me something. I see that there is some sort of a divine intervention, because remember, it's all luck. There's no skill in roulette. Zero. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a fool. The only skill is premonition and understanding how and when to place your bets properly. That there is a skill in, and in knowing when to walk away and understanding that there is millions of delay wheels out there, millions of times you haven't gambled. Just because you miss a number or two does not mean you actually missed anything. The only thing you did was didn't enjoy the entertainment of the thrill. And here, as you can see, this is a near hit, but it's not. It's #1. Another miss. Beyond discouraging is an understatement. At this point, the probabilities of me winning are probably less than 0.01%, especially given the fact that I have to win this in time, and I put everything on the number 2. Literally, figuratively, oh, and you know what? Always bet on black. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of Wesley Snipes.
All right, players, better time is closed. Best of luck again.
Call it what it is. At least they're honest.
Here we go.
Now, and when I say that, I mean in humanity.
Light the numbers.
Black community is honest. It is what it is. Call me crazy. Call me anti-racist. I'm not even sure what you want to call me. But please,
and we get a 9 red for our winning number.
Watch the game very carefully, and as you can see, we use all the money that I was given as a bonus. You'll notice one very important thing. I'm not sweating. I'm playing less, and I'm keeping calm and focused. So even if it hits the number 2 here and I go completely insane, that doesn't mean that I am a loser. That means that I am looking at the odds and noticing that there is a pattern that is forming. As the pattern is forming, I have one of 2 options. Call it quits, take what little I have, and post the video and say, look, the most important thing is to walk away. But unfortunately, I can't simply just walk away with the house's money. And when you're dealing with the house's money, and when you're dealing with something as important as
winning number players, what we have
28. $8 seems minimal, but a non-loss is just as important as a win. That's one thing you need to remember, and remembering that means understanding
we were close to the 0 grade on that one. All right,
here the minimal amount that I play on. And here we go. I mean, look, it's the end of the morning. Jamie's in the room, in her room next door, so I can't
times there on 13. Highest multiplier, 3 lucky players.
get up.
And for
And
number,
I just won $12, which means nothing. But unless I do something epic in the next 2 minutes, I don't, or 3. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, what's the difference? It's always 2, but here we go. This is all I have right here. Either I lose or win, I assure you, come hell or high water, I will post. This is mathematically impossible, so please give me a chance to lose for once. $72. That's a huge win. It's time to walk away. What? As a neutral? I've got about 2 minutes left until we get to 18 and a half minutes of gameplay, which is 10 minutes less. You have to be consistent. You have to stay and play your game. But please remember, the chance of me winning continues to decrease the more I play. The chance of me winning right now are absolutely close to 0. I would have to get a 2 on my final play. That is the only way to win. Everything you're about to see can be confirmed, so please understand that just because I may win or lose does not mean that this is a game that can be won. No player has ever beaten the house in a house game in the history of humanity over time. I only have 1 or 2 spins. If I don't get it here, I have to walk away. I think I barely have. I have 2 spins left. I only have 1 spin, then this one last spin coming up. This is it. 2 hits. Now I have to play 2 again. There's no chance for it to hit twice. So I have to go all in. Literally, you have to hit 2 twice in a row for this to ever work, since this is my last spin. So don't worry, all you haters out there. Here's your moment. You can cut and paste as much as you want. This is me all in, as you can see. This is my last hand. And let's see what happens. Trust me, I'm all in. Oh, wait. What just happened? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. 4. 2 plus 2. That's it. That's how fast I was able to get to the number. But I was still off. And Caesars, I tried to withdraw the full amount because I feel like all I need to do is just withdraw the full amount, get the glove, and I teach my son a lesson. But I still don't achieve what I really want to achieve. Because mathematically, I haven't proven dick. All I've proven is that I'm able to be really good and disciplined in a short video. And I got really, really lucky that the numbers came out absolutely perfect. But if it's not 420, and as you can see, I'm doing the best I can to fill out the form, and it rejects me every single time. So right now, I'm able to make money and deposit money, but never withdraw money from the gaming app. So if you feel that that is illegal, it's been going on for months right now. This is one of over 200 illegal violations that I've noticed, and it's a real shame. But essentially, right here, all I have to do is just walk away. All I have to do is just walk away. Now, the most dangerous thing is that when a player is not able to withdraw their money, boys and girls, they have a tendency to go back to the roulette table. So this is the most dangerous part. What I'm trying to do is basically show you that I filled out this form hundreds of times. It has never worked. There's no way for me to withdraw money. And you ask why I keep playing, is because of therapeutic purposes and the development of the user interface, which is legitimate. Believe it or not, just because I'm about to show you is very illegal from the Department of Gaming perspective. This is a number I changed. They refused to change it. I am the victim of all of this, but I don't care. What I need to do is win. And because I'm not able to withdraw the funds in any way possible, I'm left with nothing more than a continuation of similar circumstances where no matter what I'm able to try to do, the house does not let you withdraw the money. So imagine if you won at a casino and all the windows were closed and you're stuck with a bunch of chips and it's time to go to the room. And if you know that my motivation is to get to 420, I am risking more than you can imagine. I can lose much more because right now I have more than enough to get Pierce, you, the present. So let's see if I'm able to have not only the ability to get what I want, which is come close to the number 420, but I need to be at 51% more sure that what I've achieved is exactly what I wanted to do. So it is imperative you understand that 51% is the threshold that's required.
Oh my
So as you
God,
can
we were
see, I
so
bet I'm black
close
now.
to
I'm
it. We were
losing,
so close. We got 27 rated our high number.
and I
Third
continue to
column, third
lose.
dozen.
And the
winners
point
on
of
that
this
one.
video
Congratulations, all
is
winners.
not
We were so-
that I am a good
Okay,
mathematician.
good luck in the next
It
one.
is
everyone.
that I am consistent, and my love for my children is my most consistent thing. And I love you boys more than you can humanly imagine.
All right, better.
And right now, a real man knows when to walk away
Light the
and when to
numbers.
stay.
Here
And I have
we
a
are,
goal
here
in
we
mind.
are.
So this is
We
a
got
very
5
sensitive time for a gambler, because the best bets
on
are
both
the ones you don't
numbers. 4 lucky
make.
players.
I promise you. You'll learn that in time. And never call a bluff on
And for our winning
yourself.
number this round,
That
we
is the
got
most
an 11
dangerous
black.
thing you can
That's our
imagine.
numbers. Second
This right
column
here,
and the
this is a
first
big
number,
win
11
because
black.
I didn't lose. I broke
Gents,
even,
congrats.
and I'm staying at in low 370s.
It is open again.
So right here, because of the limitation that I've given myself, which is half an hour, I'm staying within the limitations of what I've said. My only expense is the fact that I couldn't take the money out, and that's a very, very important part of the process of gambling, and why what it's doing, or what is happening right now in the online gambling
here we go with the
is
lightning.
very illegal. I am very much
2
against
black.
it. I do not believe anyone should be gambling online with the current circumstances for more than pennies on the dollar. I will, if there's a positive response. Now, the number 33 was just a hybrid of something that I'm playing, because as you can see, the red dominated the board in the past, and just in general, it doesn't matter if it's red or black. I always bet on black, and this is called bookending it. So I believe that the end of the segment should really end on a bookend. So I was trying to do the best I can to try to walk away from the table on a high note, and it's not always as easy as it looks. I'm not sure if I'm successful or not here, because please understand that the quantity of information that it takes to be able to do this, which was done just a few hours ago, and see, there you go. The bookend gave me the 60, which allows me to calmly look at this, take a breath, think,
Congrats to our 2 winners again. Best of luck in the next one, everyone.
and always bet on black. And recognize that win or lose, I have about 2 or 3 hands left,
All right, players.
and I need to be able
Best of luck
to
again.
finish in a number, because I have a goal in mind. I love my boys, Pierce, Drake, I love you very much, but this is an applied mathematics channel, and the whole point of this is, can I win and walk away?
All right, players. We got a 33 black out high number. Third column and a third dozen. 33
And
black.
I did.
All righty.
33, and that's it. And as you can see, 420 and 51%, I am right, and I can't take the money out. So it'll sit here, and I'll be able to get Pierce exactly what he wants, and I have done exactly what I said I was going to do on one take, one cut. while the house was cheating, it was very important for me to do it in the middle of the night because of a software update, and the house always wins, but the singularity, which dominates the house right now, does not always win. And it's imperative for everyone to understand that when you play the number 2, you have to understand that the fringe sometimes is far more valuable than the actual bullseye. And please take a look again. Pierce, I love you more than anything. Drake, I love you more than anything also. I don't know how that's possible, but believe it or not, this paradox is one of the coolest ones I've ever able to experience. I want to remind everyone that I kicked ass and I did exactly what I said I was going to do on one cut, no edit, with absolute perfection. It is absolutely impossible what I have done to Math pre-plan, speaks edit, for itself. and I love But you humans boys. do not. My name is Dan Reeses, And on and don't behalf ever of confuse me everyone that with loves anyone else, because Pierce I am the best. Jefferson Reeses, happy birthday. I love you more than anything. And always remember, win or lose, better brother wins. I love you boys. Dad'll never give up, and I promise you, in a couple of years, you're going to absolutely love this.